Hey everybody, Larry Lawton here. I got a great video for you. I've been watching these videos on what they call the First Amendment audits. I've been getting into them because I know the law. I know what the First Amendment says, and I'm gonna go over that here in a minute. And we're gonna really enjoy this video. Before I get started, please check me out on YouTube member program, Patreon member program. Check out my book, Gangster Redemption. With that said, let's get right into this video. You know, these things are called First Amendment audits. You know, I follow a channel, and you might want it too, called Lackluster. They accept videos from all people all over the country who do these, what they call them, First Amendment audits. What a First Amendment order is, a person goes somewhere and they test to see if the cop knows. Let me give you the First Amendment to start this whole thing. The First Amendment of the United States Constitution. Now, this is how important that amendment is, the first. We have 27 amendments to the Constitution. The first 10 are called the Bill of Rights. Well, the first one period says, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people to peacefully assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievance. So that's our right. That is the first right, the freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of the press. I, Larry Lawton, and you out there are considered the press. All you have to do is be the press. You don't have to have special credentials. You don't have to anything else. You are part of the solution in this, everybody out there. Now, I'm gonna go over a video and show you why it kind of pisses me off when cops don't know the law. Cops today, and this is not that long ago, cops to me today, I don't get them. I don't get you. You know you're being recorded. You know you got a body camera. You know you have people filming you, and they still do stupid stuff. What does that show you? Maybe they don't belong being cops. Maybe they're fed up with the job because there are assholes out there. And I'll tell you what, there are great cops out there. I've seen this happen, and there are great cops who know the law, know the First Amendment, and right off the bat will say, okay, have a great day. And they pass what they call a First Amendment audit. What that means is I, Larry Lawton, or you, anybody out there, have the right to go and film anywhere in public. You could take your camera, your phone, or whatever, go to the police station, film the building, around, the cars. That's your First Amendment right. You can do that. There's nothing wrong with doing that. You do a story somewhere, you're on public property, you can do that. When a cop asks you for your ID, unless you commit a crime, you don't have to give it. You don't have to give your ID. You know, stop and frisk is stopped in New York. It's stopped everywhere. You don't have to give your ID, but check your own state. Whatever state you live in the United States, please check it. But here in Florida, if a cop asks you for an ID, he has to have probable cause you commit an offense or arrest you. If he don't, he has no right to just come up to you and say, give me your ID. Why? I didn't commit any crime. Why do you want my ID? Just because you're a cop, you got a badge and a gun? That's the problem with policing. They don't even know the law. And the problem with policing is they get power fucking hungry. And that pisses me off. I want you to watch a little of this video and we're gonna go over it, and I'm gonna tell you what my opinion is on it.
How's it going, sir?
Hey, how you doing, officers?
Good. Not bad.
Can I get your names and badge numbers?
Sure, can I have your ID, please?
No, you can't.
Excuse me.
Have you not heard that before?
Can I have your ID? Why did they ask that? What did I do wrong that I have to give you my ID? That kind of irks me. You know, they gotta know the law. This man is in a public library. It's number one, public library.
On the 9th of June, Long Island Audit was filming at the Danbury, Connecticut Public Library when he was stopped by security and ordered to shut off his camera.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm alright. It's not allowed here to take photos or videos, okay? You need the permission from the administration about that.
So it's not allowed to take photos or videos here?
Inside, no.
Wait, who do I need permission from?
Administration.
From administration? Yeah, I don't think that's the case.
In Soviet Russia, some public places demand permits, such as the Red Square, airports, and libraries. In the United States, such laws don't exist, and are in fact prevented from becoming law by the First Amendment's right to free press. Many libraries and other public facilities have policies that require one to ask permission to film. However, policy does not trump law. After a short back and forth, the guard calls the Danbury Police Department, and multiple officers arrive on scene.
I did the law for 10 years. Now the Bureau of Prisons, the BOP, they have policy. But their policy can't violate the Constitution. Can't. Whether it's the Fourth Amendment, illegal search and seizures or stuff of that nature, be it securing your home, they can't violate that. No policy can violate that. In the BOP, you had what they call the BOP policies. Then you had what they call the Code of Federal Regulations. Code of Federal Regulations. And then you have the Constitution of the United States. Well, they're supposed to write the CFR, the Code of Federal Regulations, from the Constitution, and BO policy is supposed to be from the Code of Federal Regulations. In this case, it's the same thing. This is a policy. Now, if the policy says, like you're gonna hear, hey, we don't want, fat, ugly people in here, or we don't want gay people in here, or we don't want black people in here. They can't do that. They can put it in their policy, but it's against the Constitution. It's against the law. So now, the interaction with these cops, there's no de-escalation. They think they're so all-powerful, and that's what kind of gets me. You gotta be, listen, you're gonna run into assholes. If you're a cop out there, I get it. You're gonna run into assholes. Even if this guy's an asshole. Doesn't mean he doesn't have his rights. Always remember that.
Can I get your names and badge numbers?
Sure, can I have your ID, please?
No, you can't.
Excuse me.
Have you not heard that before?
I've heard it plenty of times. It's just I'm surprised because, well, my name and my badge number's right here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you see it?
Tibbets?
Yep,
I
640.
The pen is blocking the number.
Oh.
640?
Yep.
And Dennis 647. So what I'm doing here is a First Amendment protected activity.
That's great.
I'm recording. I know you don't care, sir, but listen, if you violate that in any way and interfere with that,
I'm not violating it. They asked you to leave.
Yeah, but they can't ask me to leave. This is a public library. Can I speak to a supervisor, please?
After immediately showing their disdain for the public and our civil rights, Long Island Audit requests a supervisor, hoping that they would have a better attitude and understanding of what they swore an oath to do.
Hey, Dennis, can I please speak to a supervisor? I would appreciate that.
Yeah, they're on.
Where's that at? Can I see it?
Look at them thinking this guy is like that intimidating way. These guys need training in community policing. Yes, and I don't give a shit if this guy just wants to question what you know. And he's right. And he's right. You'll see.
Oh, you guys got body cameras. Great. So maybe a supervisor will be better.
Supervisor, you got 4 cops here. Relax.
But I'm asking you for a supervisor.
How does this guy say you don't need a supervisor? I can't understand why the public don't want somebody wants a supervisor, because they're not getting along, whether the guy's an asshole or not, whether the guy's talking down to me, and they don't want to give him. There's your confrontation right there.
Okay. You can't turn a constitution protected activity into a crime, sir. Unfortunately, as much as you would like to.
Even if it's not a crime, it's creepy as heck.
I'm going to request a supervisor again.
In a minute. Yeah.
I'm going to request one. I'm pretty sure your policy, if I go home and look at your policy, and I'm pretty sure if I request a supervisor, you guys should call one, correct? So, I'm going to request a supervisor again.
Did you see the way these guys are looking? Just the way they try to intimidate. Now, police academies are wrong. They teach, take control of the situation. You're the boss. No, you're not. Law is the boss. Now listen to me. I understand how you have to take control of a drunk bar fight or something of that nature. You don't have to be intimidating like this. I mean, there's no okay with this.
Yeah, no, I'm just requesting a supervisor just for
In a minute.
because you guys are a little bit hostile. I can see the tyrant in you, Utter.
Oh, yeah.
You're a real tyrant.
Yeah.
I can see it in your eyes.
In law enforcement experience.
Yeah.
I'm still here, but I'm a tyrant.
You are.
24 years ago, when cameras weren't as accessible, it's possible that Long Island Audit would have had his teeth kicked in or would possibly be dead. More on that later.
You know, he's right. Lackluster guy here is right. That's why I want body cameras. That's why I want people to film stuff.
Mr. Tibbet skims through the library policy, searching for a reason to remove Long Island Audit for filming.
Hey, Tibbets.
Officer Tibbets.
Tibbets. The policies, they don't supersede law. Just so you know that. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It goes the Constitution, law, then policies.
I had
Okay.
no idea.
Okay. And I have a constitutional right to be filming here. So.
Okay.
Great. So I'm just letting you know. Oh, I'm letting you know because you don't know the Constitution,
No, I
obviously.
don't.
So
Obviously, I don't. No,
you took an oath to it, though, Tibbets.
Anything. Jeez.
Dude, why you gotta be such a tyrant?
You gotta be such a tyrant. See what I'm doing there?
Acting like a child?
Yeah, so are you.
This is not the way to handle anybody, period. Not coming up saying, hi, he said he was nice to the cop to begin with, and the cop, you know, he said, I want your badge, your number, the cop, give me your ID. Or let me see your ID. Doesn't have to do it. If he said that, I said, okay, I don't have to have your ID. And then go on from there.
Did you get permission when you post that video of these people?
Don't need it. They're in public.
You don't need it?
Yeah, they're in public. Don't need it. See, you're learning something here today, man. Come on.
This is not going to end well with you. You know that.
Okay, we'll see.
Big threat. This is not going to end well. They got to throw that out there. And the guy is right. You know, when you're in public, you don't have the expectations of privacy. That's why the government can film you. It's why when you go into an airport, you're filmed. When you are under camera at all times, you're not having your rights. How do you know they're not going to take that video and use it? So why can't he video? Come on, is right.
We will see.
I'm telling you.
We will see.
Okay.
I'm not scared of you.
I know
You're
you're
not supposed to be scared of us.
I don't care. I'm
Okay,
just
great.
saying.
Great. Because listen, listen, before you guys even arrest me, the thing that's gonna happen is you have to tell me to leave, right?
No.
So,
No. We're in charge here, okay?
yeah, you're gonna tell me to leave, and then
You're
what,
gonna have to
what
give us
you're
an
gonna
ID.
do,
If you don't give us an ID,
Not
you're gonna
gonna
have to go.
happen.
Then you're gonna have to go.
Not gonna
downtown.
happen. I'm
just
not breaking
telling
any
you.
laws.
Yes, you're breaking their law.
That's not a law. A policy is not a law. These guys are so stupid. You know, where did they get their law training? You'd think being on the job that long, this guy, 24 years, would know that.
To get my ID, you need reasonable, articulable suspicion that I've
That's
committed
what it is.
that I've committed a crime.
You have.
What crime have I committed?
If you're not going to give me your ID, you're interfering with the duties of a police officer.
Eventually, a supervisor arrives on scene.
Hey, Sergeant, how you doing? Good, nice to meet you, sir.
I also will tell you, I don't encourage anybody to start a fight or, antagonize, because, these guys, some law enforcement officers are really good. Obviously, these guys just came out like out of hell. The guy's right. The guy knows the law. And these First Amendments are needed. People might say, well, why don't you just let the cop do his job? Well, his job is not to harass you when you're doing a constitutional right. The minute we give up our rights, the minute we as citizens of this country give up any of our rights, why do you think I support the Second Amendment? People, there's people on the left that want your guns taken away. I don't believe that. That's under the Constitution. You have the right to bear arms. So if you believe in that right, you got to believe in this right. And you got to believe in the search and seizures right. You got to believe in the Fourth Amendment. You got to believe in the Fifth Amendment. You got to believe in all the rights. How about the Eighth Amendment? Cruel and unusual punishment. People got to understand we believe in our rights. People died for our rights. These people don't dictate what the rights are.
Are you going to leave, yes or no?
If I don't leave, will I be arrested?
Yes, you're trespassing.
Okay, I'm gonna leave then, because you're under threat of arrest.
That's
I'm
correct, yes.
under threat of arrest. I'm going to leave. And no, you do not.
Hold on.
Well, don't touch me.
Hold on.
Don't touch. No, you don't. No, you don't.
We have to
I have not committed a crime.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
At this point, the cops could have been good. The guy was going to leave. He shouldn't have had to leave. That's under threat of arrest. If you're under a threat of arrest, you're going to do what it is. That's intimidation. That's what's wrong with policing. Now, he was going to leave. Why do you need his ID card? You don't. He didn't commit a crime. He wasn't arrested. If he's arrested or commits a crime, or if the cop tells him, I'm going to arrest you. See, once the cop starts saying, I'm going to arrest you, that's intimidation by power, by brute force, by bullying. And it's wrong, man. Now, listen, I'm not telling you not to give your ID. I'm not telling you certain things. Know your rights. We need to check these people, and we need to do more of it.
You're refusing to provide identification to us. We need
Because
to
I haven't committed a
if you
crime.
Come back here because they don't want you coming back here.
Sergeant,
we
I
need to
haven't
identify
committed
you.
Sergeant, I haven't committed a crime. Unless I've committed a crime, I don't have to show you ID, sir.
Did they ask you to leave? Yes or no?
You just told me
They
right
asked you to
now.
leave and you refused.
That's
I'm not. That's not. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
They said that. They asked you to leave.
This is a
and you wouldn't
public.
leave.
This is a pub.
See, that's another thing. They're taking the word of somebody else who just said, I told him to leave. Now, listen. Now, if the cop says to leave, says, okay, you're under threat of arrest, I will leave, and he's going to leave. Why are these guys making a big deal of this? These cops escalated because they don't know their rights. They don't know the rights. They don't know the Constitution.
When I'm trying to figure out what happened before, if they asked you to leave beforehand, before I talked to you, then you're actually committing a crime.
Why is he committing a crime? Because he's in a public building. In a public building. Again, I don't get it.
Did you ask him to leave?
You don't know that.
He asked you to leave.
Okay, so all I'm asking, listen,
what did he say when you asked him to leave?
Sergeant, can I have a conversation with you,
Okay, he
please?
said he wouldn't
Can we
leave.
de-escalate and have a conversation, please?
These two other cops on the sides are being assholes. They keep talking. They're not even letting the sergeant handle, who is a very nice guy, and he looks like he's calm. Whether he's right or wrong, that's a whole nother thing. We're going to get to that.
So what I'm doing here is I'm press, right? I'm working on a story in the public library. I'm engaging in a First Amendment protected activity, a constitutionally protected activity. I do this quite often. I know for a fact that policy does not trump the law. You can't make for example, you can't make a policy that says no fat guys allowed in the library because that would be discriminating, right?
But that'd be more of a civil side of the whole.
Exactly, and this is the civil side. You'll be violating my civil, just by telling me to leave under threat of arrest, you're violating my civil rights.
Well,
We're not violating your civil rights.
I'm talking to the sergeant, and I'm talking to the sergeant, and I want to have a good. I'm talking to the sergeant, and I want to have a good. Honestly, sir, it's irrelevant to me. No, it's fine.
This is from because it is.
But policy doesn't
city.
trump law, sir. That's all I'm trying to tell you. All I'm trying to tell you, and unless I've committed a crime, you cannot get my ID, sir. So that's all I'm saying. Don't touch me again, man. Seriously.
Listen, we tell you not to go anywhere, you don't go nowhere. You understand?
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Do you understand that, though?
How are these cops doing this in front of the sergeant? I mean, let him take care of it. The guy's being polite to the sergeant, talking to the sergeant, trying to explain his law. The sergeant's going to end up telling him to leave anyway, and he's going to end up leaving, whether it's under threat of arrest or not, he's going to leave, and it's going to be the end of the story. Then he can go bring it up with the policies of the library or wherever the public place is. I understand. Now, if he was committing a crime, if he was pissing in a garbage can, if he was annoying customers, if he was being a public nuisance, if he was ripping a book apart, then he's committing a crime. He's not committing a crime. That's the key.
Do you understand
I'm telling
that I told
you
not to touch me?
Do you understand that?
Don't touch me.
You don't leave until we say so.
Don't touch me.
Just the way that cop said that. You don't leave till we say so. I just get so annoyed at cops who don't know community policing or how to communicate with people. Even people who do First Amendment audits. You know what you do? You walk in, you doing anything wrong, committing a crime, you tell the guard, is he committing a crime? Is he bothering people or doing anything like that? If he says yes, that's different. If he doesn't, he just says you can't film. No, you can film. Because you heard in the beginning, the guard said you can't film here. Well, you can film here. There's no law against filming in public places. Period.
Nobody's scared of you, Tibbets.
No one's supposed to be scared of me. I'm talking over you because you keep yapping.
The supervisor interprets the library's policy, and eventually, under the threat of arrest, Long Island Audit felt compelled to identify himself.
Under threat of arrest, I will provide you with my ID. I'm going to go in my pocket now and grab my ID. You're getting a complaint on you, and unfortunately, even though you've been reasonable, you still violated my rights here today, sir, and I'll be pointing a complaint on you. Everybody's getting a complaint, and I will be filing a lawsuit with the city because everybody's getting a complaint.
You know, what a punk. What a punk. Just a smart ass. You know, and the city's going to lose this lawsuit. You know, this guy is right, and he just did a First Amendment audit, and these guys don't know the First Amendment. All they had to do is come in there and say to the guard, why are you kicking him out? Well, he's filming. Well, he could film. That's the First Amendment right. Then they say nothing. Did he bother anybody? Do something? No. It's frustrating that they don't know the law.
You're a real bozo, man. You're a real bozo. You're a real bozo.
That's me, sir. That hurts my feelings.
You guys are both bozos and tyrants. You know that? I got freedom. You're gonna limit my speech. You're gonna limit my speech now.
We're gonna handle this in a business manner, okay?
They're not acting professional at all. They don't listen to you. You've told him to shut up like 3 times, and you don't listen. You don't listen. He said, "Let him handle it."
I told him to shut up. No, you told me.
Let the big boys talk. There you go. You're a tyrant. That's why. You're a tyrant.
I'm the one down here harassing library
I'm not
staff.
harassing anybody.
See what the cop said? You're harassing people. That's not true. Nobody said he was harassing anybody. Think about it.
I'm not harassing anybody. I'm a journalist gathering content for a story.
Get a real job.
Yeah.
That pissed me off. That's one of the real reasons I wanted to do this video. Get a job. Who does he think? Because he's a cop? Now I'm a YouTuber, I don't have a real job? That's bullshit what he did right there, the cop. Get a real job. What does that mean? Go out and be a construction worker? All jobs are real job. He disrespects everybody when he says that. I don't care. I respect everybody who works. This guy don't.
Protect and serve. You're a public servant. Learn your place.
Yeah. Okay.
Learn your place.
I'm asking you too.
Stay in your lane, buddy.
Listen,
Yes.
you need
Listen,
to
I am in my
no,
lane.
listen,
I'm a
you
free
need to treat
citizen
us with
here.
respect.
They haven't been treating me with respect since I got here. They haven't been treating me with respect since I got here, sir. So the respect,
we're gonna
even
start right
the
now, right
respect
now.
has gone out the window already. I have freedom of speech to say whatever I want to these officers.
This supervisor should have sent these cops away. That's what he should have did. He said, I'm gonna take care of this now. And talk to this guy in a nice way, and I think it would have been handled a lot better. But no, they're around hanging out, intimidation, 4 cops around a guy. Totally messed this up.
Finally, Long Island Audit left the property with the officers in tow.
Get out.
Where's my trespass? Where's my trespass warning?
They'll send it to you in the mail.
That's what I'd like to see, a trespassing ticket of some sort, because he's trespassing. That's what they're telling him. That's what they're telling him.
Take care.
Take care, Officer Bozo.
You gotta go. Get off the property.
You can absolutely film the outside of the building from a public street if you want. Watch yourself, dude.
You didn't have that badge and you touched me? If you didn't have that badge and you touched me,
What is that? What are you trying to say?
Dude.
don't touch me.
What are you trying to say?
Because if you didn't have...
You see, that is true. Why did they touch his arm? Why did they grab his arm and touch him to bring him out? You know, that I agree with. You know, boy, sometimes, you know, as an ex-fighter, I used to want to, you know, don't touch me either, motherfucker. And they get away with that. They get away with it all the time. I don't think cops realize they really should be part of the community and not this. That's what pisses me off.
You touched me.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to leave.
You're trying to
Just
leave.
go. Just go.
I'm trying to leave.
Go, 'cause it's not good for you.
It's not good for me. It's not good for you.
Get lost.
I'm going.
Go.
I'm going.
Bye.
I'm going.
All right, I'm gonna try to stay calm. When you hear what this cop says, and these cops say, it's gonna really piss you off, because it pissed me off, and it goes to show you why we need body cams, and we need them bad. This community needs them, and every community in this country needs body cams.
Because you lose your temper,
I'm
you
going.
start threatening officers.
I'm not threatening. You're a dude.
He didn't threat anybody. They grabbed him. He's leaving. Don't touch me. If you weren't in uniform, I'd say the same thing. You know, I would love to catch one of these guys. Just me and him. Just me and him in an alley. No body cams, no nothing. Boom. Oh, man.
You're a douchebag. Yup. Is that against the law? I'm going. I'm going off the property right now. The law protects me to do what I do. You understand?
No.
It's a constitutionally protected
Put that
activity.
on your YouTube feed, because
It's
you're wrong.
constitutionally protected
You're
activity.
wrong.
How is this guy utter saying that? It doesn't protect him.
If I went in there and I was
wrong.
acting like an asshole,
You're wrong.
Don't touch me. Don't
You're
touch
wrong.
me. Don't touch me. Hey, I want to file a complaint against him, Sergeant.
All right, thanks,
he just
Sergeant.
grabbed my arm. Sergeant, he just grabbed my arm. I want to file a complaint. Sergeant.
After the incident, one of the officers forgot to turn off his body cam and caught Officer Utter, with 24 years of experience as a beat cop and no promotions to leadership, saying the following.
You're wrong.
Don't touch me.
You're
Don't touch
wrong.
me. Don't touch me.
I know. He's a fucking one.
I'm telling you right now, fucking 5 years ago with this shit, he would have been on the fucking ground. Absolutely. 10, 15, 20 years ago, that motherfucker would be dead. He'd be fucking, his teeth would be missing.
Did you see that? 20 years ago, his teeth would be missing. Oh, that made law enforcement. You know, I don't get it. They think they're just invincible. Goes to show you what they were doing 20 years ago when there were no cameras and no iPhones. Think of how much shit we're exposing just with cameras. You know, anybody who debates me with cameras, I'm going to ask you a question. Wouldn't it help the good cops? How about the good cop when a guy says something like, the cop hit me, or the cop cursed me out, or the cop did something wrong? Body cameras help the good cops. They hurt the bad cops. Could you imagine what they would have did 20 years ago? I'd have kicked his teeth out. His teeth would be missing. He would be fucking dead, is what the cop said to his buddy for getting the cameras on. Is that frustration or is it truth? I don't know. That is a good question. And these cops just go along with it. There's no training There's got to be training. But you know what? They got to know the law first. And that's the key to this whole thing.
Officer Utter may have just unwittingly testified against himself that he has either witnessed or committed the acts he just mentioned.
Now, they're saying has Utter witnessed that or been involved in that. You know, listen, let's face it, that's not... I'm not even going to question it. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. I don't know who the guy is. I could care less who he is. I don't think these guys like to be questioned with their authority. Well, you know, let me tell you why I'm going to end this way. We need to question authority. The minute we stop questioning authority, we become sheep being led by wolves. And that's bullshit, man. You want to talk about freedoms? This country's free? Let me tell you something. The minute we stop questioning cop, we're wrong. I'm all for these audits. Because all a cop has got to do is say, hey, have a great day. You know, you're filming somewhere and they want the ID. Why? I don't care what it is. Have a great day. You're allowed. Know the law. Freedom of press. Freedom of speech. Freedom. Come on, man. We need to keep doing this. And I'm going to bring on cops. I'm going to bring on attorneys. I'm going to bring on people who will debate me on that. And if they want to debate me, listen, I always say it and I'll say it today. I like good cops. I respect good cops. I will help a cop if he's getting beaten or something happens. I'll help him. But I don't like cops who think they're better than us or more powerful than us because they wear a badge and a gun. Because they're not. Goes to supervisors need to get trained right too. Because the supervisor should have came there to handle that a little bit better. But I don't think they know the law or they don't know how to handle it or they don't have the gumption to tell their own officers, get the hell out of here, go away, shut up, don't be talking, move back. I'll take care of this now. I'm here. Sir, come over here. I'd like to talk to you. A little bit better, right? Well, I hope you got like this. If you liked it, please comment below. I'm going to be answering the comments. You know I always do that. Please also thank Lackluster and these audits. This is Long Island Audit who actually did this one. And you can look up their videos online. Thank you, people. I appreciate, I like to educate people. And I think we are. Let me know what you think. Have a great day.